Good morning, my beautiful, beautiful kings and queens. I hope that this is a beautiful and a blessed morning for you all. So, you finally pulled your energy back. You finally took your power back. And it looks a bit different. Your life looks a bit different when you decide that you don't care. When you decide that you are done with their manipulations, you are done with their half-hearted compliments, and you're no longer searching for approval. You are no longer worried about being labeled as the bad guy. When you are okay, anointed one, with becoming the villain in someone's story, when you are okay with burning those bridges, and you are okay with finally choosing yourself, choosing your peace, choosing your self-worth and your value over being liked, you're gonna make some enemies. You are going to ruffle some feathers. You are going to be labeled as, he's crazy, she's crazy. But when these individuals were gaslighting you, when these individuals were getting their way with you, all while disrespecting you, all while plotting on you, they didn't call you crazy then. That was good for them. But the moment that you say, I've had enough, I choose me, I know you playing with me, I know you playing in my face, and you pull that energy back, you all of a sudden become crazy. You all of a sudden become everything but the kitchen sink. You all of a sudden be labeled as everything but the child of God that you are. And as far as I'm concerned, that's okay. As far as I'm concerned, if you lose people but you gain yourself, if you lose people but you finally discover your power, if you lose people but you finally discover your self-worth, it was worth it. It was definitely worth it. And there will be some things that you're going to have to charge to the game. There are going to be some things that will be collateral. And sometimes that collateral, you're going to have to give up some stuff just to obtain your peace. You're going to have to give up some people just to obtain what it is that you're looking for. The life that you are entitled to, anointed one, the life that you are promised by God, anointed one, does not call you to settle to be a doormat. It does not call you to settle to be disrespected. It does not call you to settle just so you can have people around you who are fake anyways, just so you can have people around you that they honestly don't like you anyways, but they play the part because there's something to be gotten from being around you. The moment you say, I am not playing this game anymore, the moment that you fold up the game board and you take your pieces and you decide that you're walking away, that's the moment that true freedom comes. That's the moment where you discover self. And anything that is no longer in alignment with what you are becoming, anybody that is no longer in alignment with where you are going, you're going to be okay with losing them. You're going to be okay with starting your life over again. And for people that don't understand that, for people that have not made it to their wits' end, for people that have not been, or their back has not been broken by that last straw, you're going to look crazy. You're going to look like, what the hell is he doing? What the hell is she doing? Nothing that you are doing is making sense. But it does. It makes so much sense. Because there is going to be collateral damage. And you understand that I'm going to have to give this up if I want my peace. I'm going to have to stop talking to so-and-so if I want my peace. I have to change my telephone number if I want my peace. And on the outside, you look like you're breaking every rule. But is it worth it? Yes, it's worth it for your peace. Yes, it's worth it for your sanity. Yes, it's worth it for your peace of mind. You will have to disconnect. You're going to have to disconnect. Because you finally have seen enough. You have finally taken the last kick. You have finally taken that last beating. And I always say, people claim that they want good people. People claim that they want they're looking for good friendships. They're looking for good relationships. They're looking for just good people in general. But give them those good people and see what they do with them. Give them those pure-hearted people and see what they do with them. They abuse them. And then when the good-hearted, when the kind-hearted, when the pure at heart get tired of being abused, and they lash out on you, when they burn the whole town down, you're going to say, oh, they're crazy. Oh, my God. But not taking into account what this individual has gone through. Not taking into account the abuse that they have suffered. Not taking into the account the outright disgusting behavior that they have had to put up with at the cost of being a good person. I don't want to be considered a good person anymore. I don't want to be considered, oh, you're so kind. Oh, you're so sweet. I don't want that. If I'm going to have to be abused to be labeled as that, don't even bother. If I'm going to have to take your disrespect to be labeled as a good-hearted person, if I'm going to have to take your disrespect to be labeled as, oh, you're so nice. Oh, you're the best. Save it. I don't want it anymore. Like, good-hearted people are no longer looking for that. They want to be respected. And if people around you are not respecting you, it's time to remove yourself. If people around you are not honoring you, that's it. Yes, they want to be honored. Good people are tired of the spirit of dishonor. Good people are tired of the spirit of dishonor, disrespect. So now good people understand, I don't need your compliment. I don't need your praise. I don't need your pat on the back and the tap on the head. I'm not an animal. I need respect. They even respect dogs. When you see somebody walking a dog, you don't just reach out and touch the dog. You don't just reach out and invade the dog's space. You have to ask the owner, may I touch? Is he a good dog? Because if you do that, you might get bitten. And then that's what's happening right now, anointed ones. They put their hands on you one too many times and you lashed out. You barked back. And some of them, you bit them. And now, because they invaded your space, now because they invaded your territory and they getting their butt tore up, they're getting their butt bitten up. Now you're a bad person. Now you're crazy. No, I just want my peace. No. And anointed ones, when you come to that realization that I'm not wrong for protecting my peace, I am not wrong for taking myself out of situations where I was being abused anyways, the moment that you drop those expectations, you're dropping those expectations of what you're supposed to be and who you are supposed to be. There's freedom in that. You become so free. You just don't care anymore. And for a minute there, you're going to be labeled as a bad person. For a minute there, you're going to be labeled as cold-hearted. You're going to be labeled as selfish. You're going to be labeled as crazy. But these individuals that have been around you, anointed one, they saw your kindness. They saw your heart, and they abused that. So just pulling away just to dive deep into self, pulling away to tend to the wounds. They've been wounding you back to back to back to back, and you're pulling away now to lick those wounds. You're pulling away now to tend to those wounds, and they don't like it. They don't like it. They honestly don't like it. Because it's like, what do you mean you don't want me to abuse you anymore? What do you mean you don't want me to manipulate your life anymore? What do you mean you don't want me to get into your business anymore? What do you mean? What do you mean? And now they're playing the role of the victim. Woe is me, I abused you and you won't let me abuse you anymore. Woe is me, I disrespected you and you won't let me disrespect you anymore. Now they want to be a victim. Now they want to be a victim. When they deliberately dismantled you, now they want to play victim. When they deliberately set plots and plans for you, now they are the victim. Woe is me, she won't answer my calls. Woe is me, they don't want to be bothered with me anymore. Woe is me, they're not returning my text messages. Shut up. Shut up. Like, good people get tired. Good people get tired. And these individuals that are manipulators, they know why you don't want to be bothered with them. They know why you don't accept their phone calls. They know why you avoid them. But somehow, to justify what they've done to you, somehow to not pass off as the actual villain, they make you the villain. They know what they did. They know just what they did. They know how they dogged you out. They know how they spread lies on you. They know how they tried to break you. And now you finally chose yourself. You finally chose yourself, anointed ones. And I'm going to tell you, continue to choose yourself, regardless of the collateral damage. Choose you. Regardless of what you're going to lose in this season, choose you. Regardless of who is going to walk away from you and who you ain't going to see no more, choose you. Because in the end, when you realize that these individuals have ruined you, and after they ruined you, they disperse. You don't see them anymore. After they ruin you, they go their separate ways. Now you're left to pick up the pieces. When you get to understand that you all you got, when you get to understand that it's you and God and that's it, that's the team, you no longer worry about hurting people's feelings. You no longer worry about stepping on anybody's toes. I'm going to step on your toe if I have to, because you were about to cut mine off. So if I got to step on your toes to get where I'm going, if I got to make you uncomfortable just to get my point across, then so be it. Good people aren't taking it anymore. And anointed ones, you can still keep that good heart. You can still keep that essence. You can still keep that purity in your heart. Even after being wounded, even after being hurt, you can still have a heart to love. You can still have a heart to serve. But you are no longer doing it for the ungrateful and the unreasonable. And this is why you're going to be labeled as the villain. This is why they're going to call you everything but a child of God. But who cares? Who cares? It's collateral damage. Some things you got to charge it to the game. And that's what we're doing. We're charging it to the game. So in this season, regardless of what you lose, keep doing you. Regardless of whom you lose, keep doing you. Some people are not meant to be around you. Some people, your essence is just too good for them. And I know that sounds bad. I know that probably sounds snobbish, but it is what it is. Some people you are just too good for. Your heart is just too clean. So rather than fight to keep individuals in your life, rather than fight to keep or to have people stay around you that really don't mean you any well anyways, send them back. Send these individuals back to what it is that they're used to. Some people are really not used to having good people. Some people are really not used to having genuine people. So when they get these genuine people, they fumble them. So whatever you lose in this season, friend, relationship, co-worker, whatever you lose in this season, it's okay. It's okay. Keep your integrity. Keep that good heart. But just change who you are giving it to. Just change who you allow in your circle. Make sure that the individuals that are encamped about you, the individuals that are allowed into your field, are allowed into your presence, make sure that they have the same intent that you have. Because anointed ones, your intent is never to do harm. Anointed ones, your intent is not to destroy. Your intent is to lift up. Your intent is to build. So just make sure that these individuals, they have the same mindset that you do. Because this season you're finally choosing you. And it might feel strange in the beginning because, like I said, you're going to lose quite a bit. Like I said, you will lose quite a bit when you finally choose you. But it's okay. Do it anyways. I love you guys. Have a beautiful and a blessed day. And remember, always, always be kind.